So my client's insurance provider told him to just patch up the roof. They said to replace 26 damaged shingles, which is not possible when the roof's condition is like this. And also we found that there was much more than just 26 damaged shingles on the roof. So when we are doing a hail inspection or wind and hail inspection, what we're gonna check first is any metal that is on the roof or exterior of the home. I'm already on the roof, so we're gonna check here. So I've marked with my chalk over this metal to see if there are any dents, and you can see one, large one, and then a smaller one right here. And you can also check the satellite dishes, and you see all those little black spots. That is also where hail has hit it and kind of oxidized it a bit, causes these black marks on the satellite. This is the second metal vent that's on the roof. Take a look at that. Boom, boom. So your insurance company will kind of want you to tell a story with the hail. If you have hail damage on the shingles, they're gonna try to counter that with how does the metal look, and if they don't feel that the metal has any hail damage on it, they'll blame the hail damage on the shingles to something else, like just wear and tear. So on the front slope, we marked up most of the wind damage, missing shingles, crease shingles. So this is obvious right here, missing shingle, wind came up, blew it off. What is less obvious are these creased shingles. Can't really see this from the ground. So when we go up there and inspect the roof, we check for these too. It has that line coming across the top and it's starting to tear. You see cracks over here. That is also considered wind damage. Often gets overlooked when an inspector comes out here. They just want to get up on the roof and get off and call it a day. That's why we like to meet with the inspectors. And then we also drew a 10 by 10 test square on this client's roof. So from here to here, about 10 feet, and then from here to there, another 10 feet, and then another 10 feet, create that box, and then we count how much hail damage we can find in that box. So not sure why it didn't get considered, but this is some pretty bad hail. You can see it's knocked off most of the granules and bruised the shingle. That's why it's dark black in that spot where it hit. The fiberglass mat is actually damaged. And this is a pretty textbook hail damage to a roof, but you never know. So a lot of these things just get overlooked. So we did this for the front, back, left, and right, to just see how much damage is in the roof. So on the front side, we found 38 wind damaged shingles, and then in the test square, we found 14 hail damaged. As you can see, I've marked all the hail with these circles. Then on the left facing slope, we found 12 wind damage and 9 hail damage. And some of these are actually really bad. They've penetrated all the way through. If you see this one, it's actually a hole right there. And oddly enough, they did not acknowledge any hail damage on the report. Here's some more hail damage on the roof. It's not in any test square, but it's still good documentation to have. They're also going to look for the hip and ridge shingles and see if there's any hail damage over there. So here's a good hit on the hip, and then there's another one down here. But yeah, I'm going to document all this, send it up to the insurance adjuster, let them review it, and ultimately wait for their decision. Should either warrant a second inspection, or they might just review the documents and approve the roof right then and there. So we'll see what happens.